Good morning. Happy June. So still got some sunflowers hanging in here. These are not happy. These are not pretty. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess they're recovering. But yeah, really like leggy, spindly roots. Not roots, like stems. That's the one. Yeah, and I just went and, like, I overplanted to try to accommodate the squirrels coming after these things, and the squirrels have after I pulled the screen up. So they're what you call it? You get it. Too many plants, probably not enough nutrients to go around and stuff. But I haven't wanted to thin them because, like I said, the squirrels are thinning them. So we'll see how long these guys go. But seed starting setup is on the way. We'll get a update on that as long as I don't get any interruptions. And then I can, plant mammoth sunflowers and protect them and get them nice and strong. Vanilla has been happy and fantastic. Alrighty, so that's that. So moving right along, while I'm walking to the backyard, I've been thinking a lot about how, so I'm on a GLP-1, and it's helped, like, give me kind of food freedom. I like that terminology, because I really feel like I was addicted to food, and now I can make more functional choices on the drug, and I'm not sponsored or anything, but it's worked really well for me. Here is, really, I'm gonna forget, no, the lime tree. I kept the lime tree over here, so the lime tree's here. Yes, I still need to mulch it, I know, guilty, super guilty. Lemon tree's here. We have our new arrivals of the orange tree and the tea tree. Tea's gonna go, oh, actually, I don't know, I thought it was a bush, but it looks a lot like a tree. You'll see. So I'm gonna put the tea back there, orange there. And here's our mess. I think I'm gonna pop over to the porch to show you the tea and the orange tree before the garden. So, yeah, orange tree, tea, looking awfully like a tree. Shelving unit for seed starting that I'm going to put back here in the patio. All right. So, yeah, just getting those guys watered because they're pretty fresh. Oh, got a couple roses over here that are nice. And I got, you probably can't see it. It looks like a black widow, but yeah, I really can't get that on camera. Man, this banana tree and my Acerola Barbados cherry tree. Gosh, they've grown so much. If you remember the banana, it was just like one little stem thingy there when we started, and even though it still looks very small from up here, just so excited about that. Here is the Barbados cherry tree, which is also just incredible growth. It's really happy as we're getting into summer here. This is still where I'm waiting for some sugarcane. I want to grow some sugarcane there. And yeah, right now the sun in this corner is looking okay. Basically what I'm getting at is I want to grow cocoa beans. I'm not really huge on cocoa, and I'm like especially not huge. Hold on, so apple tree, right? I'm especially not huge on these things. This was silly. This was also silly. I gotta dump these and let them nourish something, because that was not a way to start a cutting, I have heard. Our other apple tree. But yeah, I'm not processing cocoa, especially because, like I said, I'm not huge on coffee, but darn it if I don't want to grow it anyway. So, just noticing, like, my fertilizing situation, my automatic fertilizer has some brown in there, so it's still full from when we set it up, but I don't know, feels like 2 months ago, maybe just one. Blueberry bushes are still here, just doing their thing. But my pumpkin is going crazy, my Seminole pumpkin. Oh, I really have a lot to say about that. Well, okay, so peanuts, I think last month's lesson was wait for them to germinate because I totally forgot, and I got 2 over here because I planted another round. And this spacing, I wouldn't have done this spacing because I planted another one there because yeah, silly me. But okay, my pride and joy, the Seminole pumpkin. I mean, I love it. It's cool. These are super big leaves. It's really cool how it's covering the bed. But what I wanted to talk about is how lucky I got. Well, at first. So I started it here. My plan is to run it around the perimeter of this bed. And as it keeps growing, I'm probably just going to keep throwing it back into the bed. But when it started growing at this corner, so I don't want it going near the trellis right now because I want that muscadine. And yeah, it's growing so slowly. I don't know. Hopefully the summer picks it up, but I think the Seminole pumpkin's going to beat it. Anyways, so I want this guy to go all the way around the perimeter because I don't want it going near this trellis. And when it first came out, it was going that direction I wanted it to. And then it started getting a little bigger and started coming out of the bed. No, I don't want that. I want it rooting all around the edge. So I put the drip line stuff on top of it to guide it. Then we got to this corner of the bed and it kept going that way. And I'm like, crap, I actually need to figure out how I'm supposed to do this, which I didn't really do. I just got resourceful. The drip lines, wait, I said drip line, but that's the main line. Yeah, put the main line over the Seminole pumpkin at first. The drip lines have these little I don't know what you call these either, but like stick thingies that grab onto them. I feel like I keep thinking landscape hooks, but you get it. So I use that to grab onto the vine of the Seminole pumpkin and guide it this way. And now it's doing fantastic. Look at this big thing. So yeah, that worked to guide it along the bed. So I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did and it's working. So, kudos to me. And, muscadine is, rocking and rolling here. Plenty of growth. All good there. Now over here, I still need to get some more stuff, like a lot more stuff in this bed. But yeah, my cow peas. So they are doing what cow peas do. Now, when I planted these in red southern peas, I know what cow peas do. I didn't really put 2 and 2 together on southern peas being the same thing as cow peas. So, followed square foot guidelines and planted 9 cow pea plants. And it's, it's going as expected. So yeah, I've got these really big pods. These are not my biggest pods, but yeah, I think some of them here, see that coloring, are starting to dry out. And also giant ants are really all over this thing, but doesn't seem to be inhibiting the growth or anything, so whatever. Something's got to be a predator for these guys. A little worried about this muscadine, but I staked it up from the beginning, and unlike the other one, and it just took a long time for the other one to get growing, so I'm just waiting and we'll see. This has been really getting shaded out from my giant zucchini squash. And I got some, okay, I do have some girl zucchini in here. Yeah, you can see them. And I have a zucchini harvest to share. I'm going to be sharing with the pictures here. Basically, I'm trying to figure out, I don't really know what it looks like for them to look pollinated. Oh, I got my first watermelon girl. Hello. I didn't notice that this morning when I first came to say good morning to the garden. Yay, excited about that. Another harvest I also got, my first harvest from was a corn here. So I've learned so much about growing corn this season. And I got a few little, I'm going to call them husks. As I recall, you harvest these when the silks turn brown. And I thought, I can't remember if it's like just turning brown or like seriously brown, but these are such little tiny babies. They look more impressive on the plant. When you actually grow them, you can barely feel any corn. So I actually haven't even opened it up yet. I gotta do that. But yeah, these watermelons are all climbing. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Here's my first and my biggest cowpea. Whoo, look at that boy. Got a couple of these cowpea plants that just flopped, and I've just been leaving them and trying to pull them up in the bed. I should use the Seminole pumpkin trick. I think I'm finally seeing my pineapple getting growing here. It's been really sad for a long time. Swiss chard I didn't think was hanging in there, but I learned a thing about growing this and about my bed in general. Like, I kept thinking about, I wanted to save some space on the edges for some sacrificial plants for the critters. And yeah, that Swiss chard is just getting shaded out by everything. So I learned for next season, we're definitely going to be doing shorter plants, more medium-sized plants, and taller plants. So some of the lessons learned with this corn, instead of planting this way, I want to plant them, yeah, like that. See, like that side. And other lessons that I'm not going to push my luck and talk about today, but I'm amazed with this okra. These leaves are huge and they're so pretty. Got some action here. One of the flowers fell down. And hey guys, that's everything. I am just gathering some cardboard and my branches falling around, get in preparation for a couple more beds here. So a lot of things moving and shaking in the garden. I got sweet potato slips on the way, and so with this bed I'm planning on planting those, and this is just going to be my sacrificial bed for the Seminole pumpkins and sweet potatoes. I'm going to try year round. We'll see if we can keep them growing, and that's just going to be that, and keep pushing them back into the bed and trying to contain them. That's the plan. So stay tuned. I'm so excited. I'm so fulfilled. And I hope that you also are fulfilled on your gardening journey. Have a great June.